welcome to another video. It's the start of week 9 today, which means I'm almost into double figures. Today has not been good. I've had a really busy last couple of days seeing family and stuff, and so I was expecting payback today, and sure enough, I was right. I've been really exhausted, and my stomach has still been giving me a fair amount of trouble, but it's quite nice to be tired for a reason, because I know in previous videos I've said, oh, today's been really bad, I've been really tired, and I don't know why. Well, at least I know why this time. Today has not been great, really. Been feeling quite nauseous, really tired again. I was cajoled into going downstairs and sitting in the garden for a bit earlier. I only managed about 10 minutes, which was nice, but I was too tired to really enjoy it. Right now I'm just watching some Olympic tennis. Andy Murray's playing. I'm feeling kind of flat today. I always go through the same thing after I overdo it and suffer payback. Initially I say, oh, you know, I was expecting it, so it's okay. Then I say, oh, it's still bad, but it was worth it. And finally I say, okay, I feel like crap and I'm fed up with it. And so I'm at that last stage now. But hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better. Today has been okay. I haven't been feeling great, but I managed to have a shower, so that was nice. Today I really tried to make a conscious decision to be happy, because the last few days, and yesterday in particular, I was just feeling really down because I felt like I'd gone backwards, because I've been feeling really unwell for the past week. Even though I know, you know, that's how it is, you know, with this sort of treatment, with this sort of illness, it's still hard to take. You know, even though I didn't feel much better physically today, I still tried to look on the bright side. So, looking on the bright side, I had a shower today. I edited most of my new treatment vlog, and I managed to sit downstairs for a bit and talk to my parents this evening, so that was nice. Now I'm going to go to bed. I'm kind of dreading tomorrow. I have to go to the dentist and have a filling. No one really enjoys that, do they? So, as I said yesterday, I was supposed to go to the dentist today. Note the word supposed in that sentence, because I woke up this morning feeling really nauseous. It was the worst I've felt in months. It was really bad. Every time I moved, I felt like I was going to be sick. I could barely keep my tablets down, and I thought it would fade like it usually does, but it didn't. And it became clear that there was just no way I was going to be able to make it to the dentist's. So I had to cancel, which meant I lost my £60 deposit. It meant that I'm going to have to wait another 2 weeks to have this filling done, because I've got a really busy week next week with appointments. It's so frustrating not knowing how you're going to feel every day. Yeah. On another note, I think people who are chronically ill should be exempt from cancellation fees, because we are the definition of things being out of our control. All in all, a pretty stressful, horrible day. I know I said I was going to try and look on the bright side, but I'm really struggling to find a bright side for today, so I'm going to pause that. Hi. So it's my least favourite time of day. It's just before lunch, about half an hour before. I have to take the most tablets at once. But the thing that really made it my least favourite time of day happened a few days ago. I started my last supplement, which should be a call for celebration, because I don't have to introduce any more, except this last supplement tastes it's the worst tasting thing I've ever tasted. It's a liquid that you kind of dissolve in water, mix with water. And it tastes kind of like burnt plastic. And it makes me want to gag, which would be bad at the best of times, but the last 2 days I've had really bad nausea. Another note, nausea is not much better today, it's still really bad. So I have to take a supplement that makes me want to throw up when I already feel like I want to throw up. Cheers. Just drinking a lot of water now to take the taste away. Okay, done the worst one. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tablets to go. I mean, that's nothing, right? I feel like taking a lot of tablets every day should be a Paralympic sport. Finished. Okay, so I talked to my mum about the supplement I mentioned in the last clip, the one that smells and tastes really, really bad. Because although this supplement was supposed to help my nausea, it's actually got worse since I started taking it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop taking it and then see if the nausea improves, and I'm going to email Breakspear and see what they say. I'm feeling much less stressed than I was yesterday because I've managed to schedule all my appointments, and I've scheduled kind of transport to and from those appointments, which for me is actually the most difficult part, you know, working out how I'm going to get there, because obviously I can't drive. So that is a huge weight off my mind. I also ordered some more medication from Breakspear that I'm running out of. I'm really, really tired now though. I think, you know, not feeling well and still doing stuff obviously is not good. I'm feeling like I'm going to end today curled up in a ball, so I'm going to go and do that, and hopefully I will sleep tonight. On Monday I have a very, very important hospital appointment. It's with an infectious diseases specialist. I think I mentioned it a couple of videos ago. And it's finally here. I've been waiting for it for about 9 months, I think. I'm not going in with much expectation because I know that in all likelihood they'll refuse to recognise my Lyme diagnosis and they'll just send me away. But I'm trying to go in as fully prepared as possible. I'm writing a very detailed history. I'm taking in the test results that I've got from Breakspear and the one that I got from the NHS that told me I didn't have Lyme disease. So as I said, I'm just like writing out my history. And as I was writing it out, I was thinking, how many times have I told this story? Hundreds, I reckon. It feels like I'm a broken record because I tell the same story to every doctor, every healthcare professional that I see, and they never give me anything in response. I'm just left repeating it. And it is my story, but I don't want it to define me because it's a crappy story. You know, it's rubbish. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to finish writing these notes and then we're going to watch the Olympic tennis match. By the way, when I'm talking about the doctors that have been mean or rude to me, I am definitely not including Breakspear in that because the Breakspear doctors have been fantastic. So it's the day of my super important hospital appointment. I didn't sleep last night and my nausea is pretty strong. I get so frustrated when I have to go to hospital appointments when I feel really, really bad. It's just feels impossible, but I have to somehow find a way to do it. So that didn't go well. It was basically exactly what I feared it would be. The doctor basically told me that there was no way that I could have Lyme disease. She wouldn't even look at any of the private tests I had done. She just kept saying she couldn't comment on them. Just the way she kept saying that, oh, it's really confusing when you're not feeling well and the internet tells you that you have Lyme disease, and I can understand how it's easy to be misled. She is running some more tests herself, but she straight up told me that she expected them all to come back negative. And when they went to take my blood, they couldn't get a vein because I was feeling so nauseous that I hadn't eaten or drunk anything all day. and it was like lunchtime. So they kept finding veins, but they kept sticking needle in and nothing was coming out. It took so long. I've got like plasters all over me. I was just really upset. I think I cried on the way home because even though logically I knew that was what was going to happen, it was still really hard to hear, because these are the people that are supposed to help me and they won't even recognise my diagnosis. Obviously, I'm feeling sad. Well, that's an understatement. I'm feeling heartbroken. But yeah, what can I do? So I gave myself yesterday to wallow, but today I'm trying to maintain perspective, because let's be honest, that was exactly how I thought it would go. I went in there hoping that it would go better than that, but realistically, I knew that what happened was the likely outcome. If anything, it convinced me more than ever that I made the right decision in deciding to go to Breakspear, because I think if I'd waited until after that appointment, it would have really put me off seeking private treatment, because the stuff she was saying was just, not good, basically. And I think it would have really knocked my confidence and my self-belief. So I'm really glad that I went to Breakspear before I had that appointment. And I'm really glad that Breakspear is an option for me, because it's the only chance I have of regaining any quality of life. So, all in all, I'm okay. So I had my GP appointment today. It was, well, fine. They ordered the blood tests I needed, which was good. But basically, well, this is something I haven't actually told you yet. The last few blood tests I've had done surrounding my glucose control have been abnormal. And so the decision of my doctors is that I have mild type 2 diabetes. Now, I've known about this for about a month, I would say. And when I first found out, I was pretty freaked out, really, because diabetes is a pretty scary word. And that, on top of everything else that I'm trying to deal with, just seemed insurmountable, really. But then, after talking to my doctors at Breakspear and my GP, they kind of reassured me quite a lot. So I've been referred to a diabetes clinic where I'm going to have an appointment with someone who can advise me on my diet. And I mean, I don't think I need that, because the last few months I've been eating an incredibly healthy diet. I don't eat sugar, I don't eat gluten, I don't eat foods with high natural sugar in. I have a very balanced diet, but I'm going because it's important to keep my GP happy and to keep them on side. So, it's 25 minutes of my life. It'll be fine. And that's really all there is to it at the moment. It's not at the level where I need to think about medication or anything like that, so that's really good. And hopefully when I do lose some weight and when I do get better, it'll sort of sort itself out. So that's the hope. So a pretty tiring day, really, because I did a lot of nodding and smiling and biting my tongue when I was seeing my GP. And it was so hot in there. It was ridiculous. I'm feeling quite relieved after today, actually, because now I don't have any appointments for a week. So I can just relax and not worry about how I'm feeling. So that's good. Still not really sleeping. I'm almost at the stage now where I've just given up hope. So, yeah. So, although I've been really, really exhausted today, it's actually been probably one of the best days I've had over this past 2 weeks, because my nausea has been much better. I hope this means it's starting to fade and it's not just a kind of one-off, because I really like that. I managed to do some yoga today, and all in all, I've been feeling pretty positive. Today marks the end of another 2 weeks, the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think the last 2 weeks have actually been pretty hard, so I hope it's not been too depressing to watch. But hopefully the next 2 weeks will be better. I'll see you soon. Bye.